The leaks were right. Again, seriously, at this point, Google might as well just release a Pixel and tweet, "Y'all already know what it is." But this time, something's different. This isn't just another A-series sequel. There's one spec, just one, that flips the whole narrative. The Pixel 9a didn't come to play. It came to humble the flagship phones and redefine what budget actually means. Let me take you back. We've been trapped in the eternal tech compromise. Want a great battery? Say goodbye to wireless charging. Crave a solid camera? Better not ask for a smooth display. It's like ordering from a menu where you can only pick one good thing. But then Google walked into the room like a chef who said, "Why not all of it?" And it all started with the one thing we've all been begging for. You know how people have been screaming at phone companies for years, "Make the phone thicker, just give us a bigger battery." Like, we've been practically begging these brands with open wallets and drained phones. But instead, what did we get? Another camera bump, a thinner frame, a phone so light it flies off the couch when a notification pops up. And meanwhile, the average user is out here walking around with a charger in one pocket and a battery anxiety attack in the other. Enter the Pixel 9a like it's walking in slow motion, wine machine blowing, sunglasses on, 5,100 milliamp hours. Let me say it again, 5,100 milliamp hours. That's not just the biggest battery ever in a Pixel, that's bigger than the Pro models, bigger than the extra larges. Honestly, it's bordering on tablet territory. This thing doesn't sip power, it hoards it. It charges overnight and then looks you in the eye like, "I got you for 2 days easy." You wake up, unplug it, go through your whole day. Calls, doom scrolling, video streaming, even the occasional mobile gaming session, and the Pixel 9a just shrugs, still going, still confident. You know how most phones make you glance nervously at the percentage by dinner time? Not this one. This phone laughs at 15%. It coasts through it. You might even find yourself using battery draining features on purpose just to challenge it. Let's see if you can handle a Netflix binge, Bluetooth, and a hotspot at once. Spoiler, it can. At this point, it's less a phone with a good battery and more like a battery that happens to do phone stuff. And just when you think that's the crown jewel, the thing that makes this phone a legend, Google hits you with, "Oh, we're not done yet," because the Pixel 9a isn't just flexing, it's just getting warmed up. Let's talk about the camera. Now, no, it doesn't come with a comically large periscope lens that looks like it was stolen from a telescope. And no, it's not flexing some outrageous 200 megapixel sensor that'll only ever shoot photos of your cat. What you get is a solid 48 megapixel main sensor paired with a 13 megapixel ultra wide. Sounds modest until you actually press that shutter button, because here's the twist. Google's not trying to win a hardware arms race. It's not about how big your lens is, it's about what you do with it. And what Google does is straight up sorcery. The secret weapon? AI. Glorious, borderline magical software that takes those humble sensors and turns them into visual wizards. Night sight? It's not just low light photography, it's witchcraft. You go from pitch black alley to, is this a professional night portrait, in one tap. Stars, shadows, skin tones, all rendered like your phone attended art school in Paris. Magic eraser. It's the friend who quietly deletes your ex from the vacation album. Tap, poof, gone. That tourist in the background doing the awkward wave never existed. Photo unblur is like Google hired an invisible Steadicam operator to live inside your phone. Hands trembling like you drank 5 espressos, doesn't matter. Your shots still come out like you hired a pro, and it's more than just gimmicks. This isn't about filters or over-processed nonsense. It's about making everyday moments look like they were shot for a magazine. Kids running, pets blinking, city lights, everything pops, everything looks intentional. Using the Pixel 9a camera feels less like taking pictures and more like collaborating with an AI-powered artist who understands light, color, and timing better than you do. It doesn't judge your composition, it just fixes it. Basically, this camera is what happens when software becomes the superstar. And you get to take the credit. Then I checked under the hood. That's when it got wild. The Tensor G4, the exact same chip inside the flagship Pixel 9. Yeah, they put it in the 9a. Google didn't just blur the line between budget and flagship, they hit delete. So what does that mean? It means all the AI magic, real-time language translation, lightning-fast photo processing, eerily accurate call screening. It means performance that doesn't blink when you multitask. It means a phone that feels expensive because technically it is. And the design? Oh man, it's like Google took one look at the current smartphone scene and said, let's clean this mess up. No bump, no awkward bulge, just a smooth, uninterrupted back panel that's as sleek as a freshly waxed sports car. You know that annoying wobble you get when you place your phone on a table and it rocks back and forth like a wonky coffee table at a diner? Gone. The Pixel 9a lays flat like it's meditating. It's stable, it's symmetrical, it's satisfyingly precise. The usual smartphone camera bump that juts out like it's trying to make a fashion statement. Replaced by design sensibility. There's a quiet confidence in how the Pixel 9a looks. It doesn't scream for attention, it earns it with elegance. You can slide it into your pocket without snagging fabric. You can set it on your desk without needing a case just to balance it. It's like the phone was made for real-life humans, not tech reviewers who only photograph it from one angle. And the finish, silky matte, resistant to fingerprints. It feels premium without trying too hard, like that one person who always looks put together without ever looking like they tried. The kind of phone that makes you want to put it face down, not because you're hiding notifications, but because you genuinely enjoy looking at the back. The Pixel 9a's design doesn't just feel nice, it feels intentional, minimal but not boring, refined but still accessible. It's a reminder that sometimes the most powerful flex is restraint. Swipe the screen once, that's all it takes, because you immediately notice it. 120 hertz refresh rate. That kind of smooth scrolling used to be a flagship only luxury. A series Pixels never even sniffed it, but here it is. Fluid motion, crisp visuals, and all on a 6.3-inch OLED display. You're watching YouTube, doom scrolling social media, or flipping between apps, and it all just glides. Flagship feel, budget, price. It's a little unfair, honestly, but what about durability? Let's just say the Pixel 9a is built for real life. IP68 water and dust resistance. So whether it's a sudden downpour, an accidental coffee spill, or that inevitable oops, I dropped it in the sink moment, this phone's got your back. Budget phones usually flinch at water. The 9a, it laughs. And then there's this one feature. The one that budget phones always skip like it's a rule in the fine print. Wireless charging. Yes, it has it. It's not ultra fast, but it works. You drop it on a pad and it just starts charging. No fumbling for cables, no stress. It's small, but it feels like luxury. And that's the Pixel 9a vibe. Small touches that feel like big upgrades. Then comes the twist, the price. With everything packed into this phone, you'd expect the price tag to swell, but nope. It's still $499. No sneaky markup. No just because we can tax. Just a clean, honest price for a phone that honestly punches way above its weight. And here's the kicker. 7 years of updates. 7. That's longer than most relationships. This isn't just a phone, it's a commitment. So where does that leave us? Well, the Pixel 9a just made the flagship market look kind of silly. It's not trying to be the best phone money can buy. It's trying to be the best phone you actually need. And in doing so, it just might be both. Sure, the Pixel 10 leaks are promising. Maybe you wait. Maybe you don't. But right now, the 9a is staring down its pricier siblings like, I'm all you need. And maybe it's right. Subscribe and see you in the next.